Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, Councillor Hill.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. And this is a question for staff. So I'm assuming, Madam Chair, we're at that place now?
We are. Thank you so much.
Okay, so my greatest concern as the city councillor that is responsible for the very area where this parcel exists is the health and safety of my residents. And so I want to put it real simple to staff. Is this development that's happening at the Conservancy, is it safe? Do you have concerns about the changes in the floodplain and the cut and fill operation with regard to this development?
Chair, thank you for the question. Certainly it is safe. In my 35 years at the city, I have a high degree of regard for the role the conservation authorities play in this regard, and as well as the city staff that were involved in the review of this application. So as we heard earlier from the Auditor General, there is safeguards built into it, extra monitoring, and if water levels do rise, there is a plan to deal with that. That has not happened to date. So residents and future residents certainly can be very assured that they're living in a safe area.
Thank you. My next question with regard to safety, and I know that I've heard this issue raised before in this debate, and I just want to make sure that I understand clearly, and perhaps this is more for Councillor Lowe's benefit, but I know that the manipulation of the floodplain to allow for the cut and fill, to allow for this development at the Conservancy has given rise to concerns about the impacts downstream of the Jock River vis-a-vis the floodplain. Is there a concern from staff about the safety of the downstream residents in the areas of, for example, Heart's Desire, or in that area with regard to flooding?
Yeah, I can state that there is not a concern. This was an area of significant review early on with the Conservation Authority. But once that was demonstrated through multiple reviews, multiple analysis, that was not the case, that's what led to the different approach. So it's not a concern.
Okay.
Anything further?
Yes. Thank you, Madam Chair. So to confirm the development that we see here, which was converted back, I think it was 2018, from commercial recreational to residential, was done because it was seen as an opportunity to build houses. I know that we have obligations as a city to move towards 151,000 houses by 2031, and I just want to confirm what the assessed number of houses or housing units that we're going to see from the Conservancy development area in terms of residential growth.
Certainly, Chair, I can get the councillor that number. It was a significant addition to the residential land supply, and as Councillor Hughley pointed out, that we were in the process of developing our official plan at the time. But certainly the safety and the environmental benefits, there is a significant restoration of the corridor as well. That's part of this, were the foremost part of the review.
Thank you very much. And to confirm that transition between the residential development in that Conservancy parcel and the actual water site of the Jock River, can you confirm that there is a plan in place to create a public realm entity that will allow for nature and environmental considerations and erosion considerations and walkability and public usability of that riverfront site as part of the ultimate design of this area?
Certainly, I'll start and perhaps Ms. Chu wants to add, but part of the approved development included significant open space additions along the Jock River pathways and open space land. So that is built into the development and part of the enhancement that I referenced earlier.
Okay, that's all of my questions for now. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you very